we are going to be talking about how to properly rotate in tactile shooters. When we talk about rotating, we are talking about the concepts of moving across the map to help your team defend objectives and sites. I consistently see people over-rotate in these games, and it can cause you to lose rounds. So let's look at Haven in Valorant. This map has 3 sites where you can plant the spike or bomb. Because of the extra site, rotating and over-rotating on this map is something we have all done. Let's go over some scenarios so we can properly learn how to rotate. At the start of any given round, the default setup for defenders looks something like this. You will have a player C long, garage, B main, and 2 players on A site. Assuming a player on A site dies, and they lose in a 1v1 aim duel, your team should be rotating like this. Your C player should be shifting to garage and holding an angle where they can still watch C long and garage. Your garage player should shift to B, and your B player should support A, usually from heaven or CT. I call this a sliding rotation. Because players just do a slight shift up and down the map to cover where their team got picked off. In many games, when one player dies on A site, I see this rotation. Literally every person runs to A CT entrance. Obviously, this is an over-rotation and opens you up to getting your other sites taken for free. If the A site player says he hears lots of footsteps, this mass rotation to A site is correct. However, you should be spreading your players out to multiple angles so you can clear corners altogether, forcing the attacking team to commit to A site and not be able to rotate away from the site. Effectively, you will be collapsing them in. This is called a collapse. This effectively traps the enemy team in making a siege incredibly difficult. A good indicator to see if you are over-rotating is also frequently getting caught by lurkers. Lurkers prey on early rotations by allowing a couple of their teammates to apply pressure to a site and make you leave your post. This rotation opens you up to getting shot in the back. Remember, the best way to avoid over-rotating is communicating with your team as much as you can on noises you hear or anything you see. Even if you peek an angle and see nothing C long, let your teammates know. This provides your teammates with information that their site may be getting pressured any second, and that they need to anchor down. Let's talk about another type of rotation. You will see some teams do what I like to call the leapfrog rotation. This is when you see a player from a site not directly next to where a teammate was picked off, rotates from. Usually when this happens, it's because a team is confident that there are no enemies in an area, or are doubled up on a site, like A site we see here, and wish to rotate a specific player to help. Or in the case of Valorant, you may have teammates that have utility like Cypher or Sage that have the ability to effectively wall off or watch an area and leave without worrying about enemies sneaking through. So with all this information, it should significantly help your defense from crumbling due to over-rotating. It'll also help you on attack and noticing when teams over-rotate. Remember, as you get picks, don't feel the need to rush into sites to plant. These picks force rotations out, so play slow, let the enemy team resettle, and attack a site again, now knowing each site has less defense than it previously did. That's it for today. Add a comment below if you enjoyed the video or have any more questions regarding rotations. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you for the next video soon. And as always, good luck and have fun.